3D-Platformers are back, baby. Ahead in Time, Yooka-Laylee, Super Mario Odyssey and tons of other games such as Ascent Crash Landing. Look at that little dude. Games in the genre may be few and pretty far between, but I feel like the market is actually starting to grow again. If you play the old 3D Mario games, Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Rayman and Crash Bandicoot as a child, you're most likely a young adult now. The same of course goes for developers. Thus, the genre is born anew and will in my opinion grow stronger for each and every day. I'm looking forward to a new generation of classic collectathons and platformers. POI is a love letter to the games of the turn of the millennium. Essentially made by two guys who left their job to follow their ambitions and become indie developers. It's a warm and relaxed experience with lots of love behind it. You take control over one of two young adventurers. Your task is very straightforward. An old man was caught in a storm and lost all of his explorer medallions. Now, you need to travel the world and find them all. There's no big threat looming in the distance or any damsels in distress. It's simply a journey through a bright and colorful world. Equipped with a shovel and compass, you're also tasked with finding fossils and interesting locations in each world. You carry a journal where you record all of your findings, and I had a really good time filling it out. It's the kind of satisfaction only a collectathon may provide. The theme of being an explorer documenting his or her journey is simple yet effective. The music is nice, the graphics look good, and there is a pretty decent amount of content. About 7 to 9 hours for the completionists. As of writing this, the price tag is a mere €8, and I bought it at a sale for next to nothing. If you're looking for something relaxing and fun, I would absolutely recommend it. This being said, it's not all good. My first issue stems from the difficulty, or rather, lack thereof. Aside from the previously mentioned journal, there is no real sense of progression. I would have liked to see the level design reflect all the movement options, or at least a few challenge stages where you had to utilize all that you have. You got your double jumps, wall jumps, diving, long jumps, the triple and cartwheel jumps from Mario, and a sprint. But most, if not all challenges could be completed without using most of these techniques, which is a shame. Also, it feels kind of clunky. It might be that the room for error is kind of small, but I felt that some of the maneuvers were inconsistent. Also, moving while in the air is awkward, which makes it hard to land precise jumps. As a result, things such as jumping on enemies and all the tightrope sections became kind of frustrating. It's so close to being good, like real good, but in my opinion, it ain't there. Now, this is PolyKid's first game, and these things, they do take time. Level design and movement is hard to get right, and it's not as if it's bad. I can be forgiving regarding these elements, however, I feel strongly that all of the game's characters needed more work. Both in design and especially in dialogue, they feel very bland and forgettable to me. Cacti, ghosts, dinosaurs, tree stumps, it's all very run-of-the-mill. And I feel like no one has anything interesting to say either. Furthermore, this extends to enemy and boss designs. Snakes, moles, bats, spiders, bucket heads? And look at the bosses, a giant squid, a giant mole, a giant bucket head. Hey, listen to what my buddy Gordon has to say about it.
You're just bland and tasteless.
And look at the levels. Lava world, grass world, desert world, snow world, cave world. It's like, come on, show some ambition. I know you're more creative than this. Then there are a few nitpicky things. I wish you could remap the controls. I don't like how you get booted out from the level when collecting the Explorer medallions. I think the medallions are kind of a boring collectible. The outfits are just color palettes. Granted, they were implemented in a free update, so maybe I shouldn't complain. And, well, the game is kind of buggy. For the most part it isn't very intrusive, but there were a couple of incidents where I had to restart a level. Each map has a 100 coin objective. At one point, as I more or less had completed this task, I accidentally grabbed an already collected medallion. After the fact, my coins were reset to 0. I mean, it took me like 2 minutes to recomplete the task, but still. One time I dug up one of the fossils and it clipped into a wall, so I had to restart and come back. Okay, listen. I had fun with POI. Quite a lot of fun. I hope my criticisms aren't taken as an insult. The only reason I'm making this video is because the game in some way spoke to me. Furthermore, I believe that Paul Evers and Ben Gable of PolyKid has a lot left to offer. With a bit of support and love from the community, we'll hopefully see them blossoming out and in time, making their masterpiece. These guys deserve the success. They truly do. Their social media accounts have been silent for half a year. I hope this isn't an indication of anything bad, but I can't imagine. POI has been well received and ported to essentially everything. Now, I guess I'm just gonna have to go for the last achievement. Hey, have a fantastic 2020. You deserve it, and I love you. I'd like to take a moment and thank you all for the support. My latest video is closing in on 2,000 views and over 100 likes, which is absolutely fantastic. Are there any interesting or good games, old or new, you'd like me to consider for a video? Or anything else you'd like to talk about, feel very free to comment or send me a message. Or, you know, a carrier pigeon if that's your style. That's all. See you in a couple of weeks.